All right, guys, how's it going today? How do I look and how do I sound? Let's start off with that. Hopefully, I sound a little louder today. And if I do, I figured out why. So, thanks, guys. All right, Andrea, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So early in the broadcast. Thank you. Good 5x5. Fine for the first. Good fine for the first time. Thank you, Pumpkin Slayer. Yeah, I figured out what the problem was. I had to do a live stream, but like an offline test, and it actually the problem. I found out what the problem was, and I fixed it. So, thank you guys for uh, joining me tonight. Now, I noticed tonight, and it's my fuck up. Uh, Prepper Nation and Pinball Preparedness both have live streams. That was on me. I didn't. First of all, I didn't check to see if they had anything, and it didn't dawn on me till I saw Pinball Preparedness go live. So I do apologize for that, for stepping on their toes, if you will. Other than that, excuse me. Uh, Again, thank you for joining me. And Red Maple Grove, I appreciate that. I have gotten good feedback on, I guess, reporting, if you will, and that's pretty cool. But I can be better, right? So, obviously, it's going to be a thing of mine to get better at reporting what I see and not being so one-sided. That being said, I am going back to DC on the 20th, right? So for the inauguration, I'll be down in DC again. So I'm going to see how close I can get. I'm going to see how uh, bad the lockdown is down there, and I'm going to see how close they're going to let people, how close they're going to let people get. So we're going to see what's going on. CS Prepper. Uh, Again, guys, thank you for joining me, and hello to all. So let's jump into the bullshit. So first of all, I want to start out by saying, guys, thank you for those that have been reaching out to me to see what I've been up to and how I'm doing. Um, I've gotten multiple, I guess, requests on how I'm doing because I've been quiet for a while. I've been quiet because I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the channel next. Obviously, a lot's been going on, and they are shutting channels down and or deleting videos. So, NY Prepper put up a video yesterday about the vaccine that killed 23 people. David, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So, he puts up an honest video about the 23 people that died from the vaccine. And with that, his video was deleted. All right. Rick, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. That being said, guys, I'm trying to figure out what to do with the channel because not that I'm worried about videos being deleted or demonetized. I'm not at all. What I'm worried about is the channel being deleted completely. Now, I know that a lot of you, if it does get deleted, you'll come back. So I was going to start another YouTube channel. And all day today, I was toying with the notion of starting another YouTube channel that's going to talk more about the harsher situations that are going on. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm thinking for the harsh issues that I want us to talk about, the Prairie Farm Table, thank you for the donations. For the issues that I do want to talk about, I was thinking of just putting those videos on Rumble, thank you, Gene, or BitChute. Irish Rebel, thank you for the donation. Right, so now I'm toying with that idea of just putting those harsh videos on those channels and not so harsh videos on subjects that we need to talk about, still putting it on here. Right, so I don't know if I should start a separate channel or just put the harder videos on Rumble and BitChute. Which, guys, I do have a Rumble and BitChute. Here is the, give me a second. Here is the Rumble link, and then here's the BitChute link. So first link I'm giving you to my channel is Rumble. Hopefully you guys see that pop up. And then the second link I'm going to give you is for BitChute. Give me 2 seconds. Right, second link is in, and that's for BitChute. You'll see the title. So anyway, guys, 454 Tiger, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Marsha, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. So, that being said, guys, damn it. Okay, so I have to cut out saying that being said. It was brought to my attention by a guy who actually watches my channel and who I was surprised. So I have to cut down on that. Trying to be better at speaking as well, right? So that's the name of the game. That being said, he wants to turn it into a drinking game. For every time I say that being said, you take a shot. Old Mutt, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. And Old Mutt, I am going to be headed out your way in about a week or so. I'll give you a heads up when I'm headed down there. But I will be headed towards you. So, guys, again, I'm not quite sure what to do if I should start another channel. And I was thinking about starting the other channel because of live streams. I'll be able to do, I guess, grittier live streams on, through YouTube. And the other thing is, it makes it easier for people to navigate with YouTube versus Rumble or BitChute, which is pretty hard and it's annoying. Now, BitChute has gotten a lot better. I'm able to upload my videos without any problem, so that's good. BitChute is taking donations because there's such a small, private, I guess, media service, if you will, like YouTube, but they're smaller, and they're looking for donations. So if you guys happen to head over there, I would absolutely say donate the $5 to them, because I'm going to donate as well, to help build them, because YouTube's losing their minds, and we see what's happening with social media. That is my next segue. So the social media scrub, guys. As we see, social media is losing their fucking minds. They are going bananas right now. They are limiting and or deleting a lot of accounts, guys. And it's definitely going to turn into an issue, if you will. Right now, YouTube, I haven't heard of anybody being deleted just yet, but they are deleting certain videos. Now, Angryprepper's video was deleted for talking about the 23 people who died from the vaccine. Keep in mind, guys, there was also 10 people that died in Germany. Now, the people that died of the vaccines, both in Germany and Norway, the 23 people in Norway that died from the vaccines, they were all older or frail individuals. They were in old age homes, and they had to have been very weak, sick, and had multiple ailments going on before they received the vaccine. That's why they died. But guess what, guys? If they would have done their studies, if they would have done the long-term study that needed to be done, 33 people wouldn't have died because of their vaccine. You also had a doctor in Florida who died as well from the vaccine, or after taking a vaccine. Tom B., thank you for the donation. All right, so that's a doctor here who died, they said a week and a half later or 2 weeks after taking the shot. So obviously, guys, there is a problem with the vaccine. Now, everyone's like, yeah, but the numbers are so small because they're doing mass vaccinations and they have so many people lining up to take the shots. You're going to run into more people that are closely dying, which makes perfect sense. But if you would have did the research, the longer study, you would have minimized the amount of people dying, right? So now the doctor who died in Florida wouldn't have died if they would have did long-term research. The 23 people in Norway wouldn't have died if they would have did their long-term research. The 10 people in Germany wouldn't have died. The nurse might not have passed out. You see where this trend's going, guys? It's going where if they would have did the research, they wouldn't have had these adverse reactions, right? Or they would have had minimized adverse reactions, if you will. All right, so real quick, I did see a question coming up. You sure you want to go down to D.C.? Absolutely, I want to go down to D.C. I'm all in, guys. I'm trying, like I said, to perfect this reporting shit. What better way to report than under pressure if some shit goes down? If some shit goes down in D.C., right? If they start getting crazy, shooting, or whatever it is, it'd be the great test of me keeping it together and trying to report what's going on. So I look at it as a test more than anything else. But like I said, I'm on the fence with going down there, only because I do not want to take that drive. That's a shitty drive going down there. Patriot 162, if that's your name. Yes, sorry, 762. I could definitely learn how to speak in code. That's without a doubt. But speaking in code on YouTube is a pain in the dick because so many people would be lost. But almost said it. But talking in code to your group, that's an absolutely good thing. All right, so now, guys, again, the YouTube channel, I'm still on the fence about. I think I'm going to start it. I will announce it when I start the channel, and I'll give it a month to see where it goes. The name of the channel, I'm still working on it, but I think I'm leaning towards the name The Angry Issues, right? To stay in line with the Angryprepper or the Angry Lensman channel. The Angry Issues it's going to be the name of the channel. I'll start it tonight and see where it goes. So you guys give me till tomorrow to start it. I'll let you know how it goes, and then I'll see whether or not it works. And if it does work, I'll keep it up. If it doesn't work, I'll shut it down. It's that simple, right? The Ancient Man, thank you for the donations. And what I'll do is I'll put videos specifically for the Angry Issue channel and the Angry Reporter. I like that. Jock Partner, if I'm saying your name right, I'm sorry. That is actually a good idea. I like that. The Angry Reporter. All right, so that's going to be the new name to my channel. You guys could thank, damn it, I lost his name. There it is. JLCR Partner, if I'm saying that right. That's going to be the new name. I like that, the Angry Reporter. That's really good. The Angry Firefighter is a little too on the nose. Guys, listen, if shit gets crazy in DC, I'll leave. Joe Carpenter. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Joe Carpenter. Thank you for that name. I appreciate it. Be ready today, man. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, let's get back into the discussion. So, the Angry Reporter, man, I do like that. That rolls off the tongue, actually. So, that being said, whoa, fuck, damn it, sorry, I said it. That's a good one to go with, and I'm going to start putting, again, issues like gun control, Bill Gates and his BS, the vaccine and its BS. I'm going to start putting those kind of videos on that channel, so we'll see how it goes. The Angry Patriot is not a bad one either, but I do not consider myself a patriot until I'm dead, if that makes any sense. All right, so I heard that there's a protest in New York. BLM is having a protest tonight. After I get off of here, if they're still protesting, I will head downtown and catch the the Angry Trend. I like that one too, the Angry Trend. That's pretty good. That is really good. Thank you for that. The Angry Chronicles, I like that one too. But the Angry Reporter, you know what? I'm going to entertain a couple names. The Angry Reporter, the Angry Chronicles, I like that. The Angry Issues, because we are getting angry about these issues. That's the other one. So those are three names I'm going to be tossing around. The Angry Truth, I like that one, Jason B. Guys, do me a favor. Can someone write down these names and then email it to me later? So the Angry Truth, the Angry Reporter, the Angry Chronicle, Angry World, or The Angry World, that's the Angry Voice, that's a good one. Simply Angry, okay. The Angry Reporter, though, everyone likes that one. So just write those names down and then email it to me later so I remember. The Angry Reporter, I'm not going to forget, sorry. The Angry Transvestite. Okay. The Angry View, that's another one I like. Thank you for that one. The Angry Times. Santiago, that's a good one too. You guys are throwing out some good ones, guys. So do me a favor, for those of you listening, watching, even my moderators, write these names down and then email it to me for later. All right, guys, so let's get into it. Again, the social media scrub, we talked about it. We talked about where they're going and how they're losing their fucking minds, right? So, guys, Twitter, Twitter lost, I think, 77,000 accounts. I think they kicked off a quarter of that on their own. Like, Twitter deleted them, and then the rest were people who left. Like, I left Twitter on my own. Here's the kick in the dick now. Now that I thought about it, after I stepped back, I'm like, oh shit. I shouldn't have deleted my Twitter account because I can use Twitter to follow what's going on in New York. For example, I would have known about the BLM protest had I had my Twitter account because those assholes put everything on Twitter. And that's fine that they put their protesting and them burning shit down, but God forbid people attack the Capitol once and all hell broke loose. You know, like, listen, the Capitol attack was bad, but to make it like it was the destruction of America, and then like one asshole said, and it was a lady, but I'm going to call her an asshole, like she said, it was worse than 9/11. I'm like, you fucking bitch. Nothing was worse than 9/11. For America to be attacked like that. Nothing was worse than 9/11. And she fucking compared the Capitol attack to 9/11. That bitch should be kicked in her vagina. Sorry, guys. But nonetheless, fuck, I said it again. Okay? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't even fucking close. All right? So, you got people saying stupid shit like that. And America is going to eat it up. You know what? She's probably right. It probably was worse than 9/11. Motherfucker. You tell me the next time you run from fucking 2 buildings, get shit in your lungs, watch people fall out of a fucking building, watch people die pretty much on contact, watch firemen die, watch fucking cops die, then you can compare. But and I hate to fucking make it sound callous, but I am. 1 cop died, 1 lady gets shot. And I don't count the other 3 who died because they were fucking overweight. I don't count those. 2 people died. Yet close to 3,000 plus people died at the Trade Center. This is 2 different fucking ball games, guys. Anyway, it pisses me off when people when that lady compared a Capitol attack to the Trade Center, and you got fucking morons who are going to attach themselves to that. They're going to be like, well, you know what? She was right because she was there and she was scared. Bitch, if you were scared about a couple people rattling a door and you know, shaking their fist at you and stomping through the Capitol, maybe you should retire and go to a fucking old age home called Shady Acres and keep your fucking scared ass there. You know? By you comparing the Capitol attack to the Trade Center, you just disrespected the death of every fucking body there. Anyway. Sorry, guys, I had to go on that rant. Couldn't believe that bitch made that comparison. It was fucking insane. So, here's the other thing, guys. There is a fucking huge fight coming. A huge fight on this way. And we can all feel it now. I'm pretty sure most of us can feel it. We are going to see heartache and pain for the next 4 years. Now, we absolutely are going to have to fight. That means more protesting without taking Capitol buildings over. Letting the government know we are unhappy about said rules, said bills that they're trying to introduce, right? The Second Amendment is, they're going to go after it hard and fast, guys. Because now that they have the 3 houses, if you will, now that they have all 3 of them, the Second Amendment is fucked. The First Amendment is fucked as well. But the Second Amendment was the backup to the First Amendment, guys. And we're going to lose that. That means everybody has to hold their ground with their Second Amendment, with their guns. All right? You have to hold the fucking ground. You have to hold the line. So, Hamcat, or Sydney Hamcat, I'm going to report what's going on. I'm going there as an impartial asshole. Thank you. Angry asshole noodles. I like that. I'm going over there as a reporting asshole. So I'm going to stay neutral, and that's the idea of reporting. You can't go there with any ideology, if you will. Like, yes, I understand Democrats are assholes. I understand that Antifa are a bunch of pussies. By the way, they never took me up on that challenge when I left them a message on Instagram. the Hudson Valley Antifa group. I left them a message on Instagram and they never got back to me. So, right, go figure, pussies. But I'm not going to go down there with the intentions of rattling any cages, if you will, unless I absolutely have to. Jason B, thank you for the donations. All right, so that's the ideology of going down there. It's going down there and being neutral, right? If I'm going to report, I have to be neutral. I can't be like the media is now. I can't be talking on one side and siding with Trumpsters and siding with Democrat assholes. I can't do that. I have to go down there and report what I see. That's it. Obviously, if the shit gets ugly or out of hand, I'm going to have to get my hands dirty. But I'm hoping I don't have to. Joker wife, I will go to my Facebook Messenger when I'm done. All right? So that's what I'm trying to do here. Guys, listen. Here's the other thing. The shit's getting ugly. Shit's getting real. We are under attack. And when I mean we, I mean the people of the United States. Not just the Democrats, not just the Republicans, and not just Democrats. Democrats are too stupid to realize what's going on. And when the hammer drops, they're going to be like, shit. That is the only thing I'm banking on right now, is them realizing how bad it's going to get. Maris, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So it's going to get bad, and we are seeing it get bad. A lot of people are turning into pussies. People are scared. And another reason why I was quiet, guys, is for the last couple of days, I was thinking, all this fighting we're going to do, it's going to take a toll on us all, guys. On us all. Every time I started thinking about the vaccine, wouldn't it be easier just to take the vaccine and not be bothered by it, right? Wouldn't it be easier to just play along with their bullshit? Now, playing along is different from going along. You're playing along with social media so that you can still keep your freedoms, if you will. And I was thinking about that, and it was driving me, not insane, but I was thinking to myself, you know what? It'd just be so much easier to just go along with the program. And then I said, fuck that shit, man. Fuck going along with the fucking program. These fucking monkeys want us to fucking be in line and do what they fucking say, so they have less resistance for the shit that's coming down the pipe. They're going to have some fucking serious shit headed towards us, and we're all playing along and going, you know what, man? It would be so much easier. Fuck easy. Easy was not how this country was built. This fucking country was not built on easy. It wasn't built on us going the fuck along. America became this country because we fought against the system. Whatever the fuck that was, we fought against it. Fucking slaves, we fought against the system. We didn't want to be slaves anymore, so we fucking did what we had to do to become free. Yes, Abraham Lincoln helped as well, but a lot of our insurrections, if you will, slave insurrections, got us free, got us noticed to be free. The American people, and if you will, those who landed here in America, fought against the Brits to get their freedom. Fucking fighting was part of how America was fucking built. It wasn't going along with the program. So we should not sit back right now and go along with the fucking program. Fuck those monkeys and fuck that bullshit. I'm out on it. And as far as protesting goes, motherfuckers, we need to be protesting in front of Bill Gates' home. I'm going to get into why in a little bit. But Bill Gates is the fucking enemy of the state. And if no one realizes that, you guys are in deep shit. We're all in deep shit. Because the shit that Bill Gates is doing, guys, is unfucking real. And we don't see it because it's like the frog in a pot theory. It's a little bit at a time before you notice, oh shit, Bill Gates has his hand around my neck, and all I could do is just breathe. I can't move, I can't do this, I can't do that, right? Guys, fighting is what built this country. Good, bad, or indifferent, fighting is what built this country. And we are not going to fucking go along with their fucking program anymore. Done. Storming the Capitol, because of a fraudulent election, bad idea. Fighting because they're going to take your guns away, fighting because they're going to restrict your freedom of speech, fighting because you could possibly be put in an internment camp. That's what we fucking fight for. We should also be fighting for less taxes and no spam, but that's a different subject. But that's the shit we should be fighting for, guys. And I was beating myself up because I'm like, why the fuck should we fight? Why shouldn't we just go along with the program? It shouldn't be that bad. But as soon as you get in your head it's not going to be that bad, is when they start spanking you. Is when they start getting carried away with more rules, more regulations, guys. That's why we don't fucking sit idly by and let shit go. All right? It's probably why a lot of people were pissed off at the Capitol. Randy, I see that you don't want me to go. We are going to talk about that a little later. But why I shouldn't go. But listen, guys, this is a fight and a fucking half, guys. And we are going to have... We are playing the long game right now. Now we have to play the long game. These fucking guys are playing the long game for a long time. Probably 20 years. Maybe 30. They were playing the long game. Now we have to play the long game as well, guys. We have to fucking fight, but we have to be smart about fighting them. We can't just go off on a tangent. We can't just run into the Capitol building. El Paso, thank you for the donation. We have to be smart. All right? And that's the name of the game right now. Being fucking smart, guys. We can't just flip off at the handle every time they throw something at us. Because, guys, the Democrats are going to throw it all at us at one time. Now, here's the good side. And I have to say there's a good side to this. There are people waking up to the bullshit. When you start throwing too much at people, even the Democrats, even the left are going to be like, whoa, what the fuck? All of this in fucking one sitting? No, thank you. I can't eat all this bullshit in one sitting. You got to spread the bullshit out a little bit. And even the left is going to be like, this is fucking insane. All right? Darian, I have a Discord. I actually have a Discord account for something else, but I'll put my Discord thing later when I can get my link for it. All right, guys? So, nonetheless, guys, we are going to be in for a fucking fight. And it's going to be the long game fight. It's not going to be a short fight. Listen, right. And the guys, there are Democrats who are actually down with what's going on. I'm sorry. They're down with the fight that's going to be ahead. They know the fight that's going to be ahead, guys. And we're going to have to fight, guys. We're going to have to constantly berate politicians. We're going to constantly have to protest wherever they live and fucking be at their doors. Forget letter writing, forget phone calls. Be at their doors. If I said phone calls, forget phone calls. Be on their fucking doorsteps, giving them hell. Making sure they listen to us. Because these motherfuckers are forgetting that they work for us. That's the problem. They all forgot that they work for us. And when they were in the Capitol being fucking cowards and scared, there was I don't think anybody was really going to go through with hurting them. I think it was just posturing. Because when that chick got killed, you should have seen how they all left that area. Fast, guys. Fast. The chick got shot. They were like, oh, shit. And then that area, fucking evacuated so quick. So that just shows you right now, people weren't there to do what the Democrats were saying they were going to do. But again, guys, we have nothing but we have nothing but cowards in the Capitol Hill. Nothing but cowards. The way they were fucking hiding behind their chairs and shit like that. No one had a weapon or a gun, and these people were taking cover because of what? I don't fucking know, man. I guess because the Secret Service had their guns out. Maybe that might have been the reason why they were taking cover. Angryprepper. You know what? People should definitely be digging their foxholes, but we have to stand our ground and fight because it's going to get fucking ugly. I think it's going to get out of control. And I've been hearing the FBI, by the way, talking about, that's another subject I wanted to talk about. The FBI is talking about the capitals all over the United States, all the capitals, state capitals, are going to be taken over. or to possibly be taken over. First of all, I'm going to call bullshit on that. The FBI's got to be out of their fucking mind if they think people are going to show up at every Capitol. And it's not going to happen. I do think something is going to happen at the Capitol in D.C., but I don't think it's going to be as bad as they're saying it's going to be. I think they're trying to set it up for a false flag, guys. I think they're trying to set up for the segue into taking your guns away. I've had this feeling for a couple of weeks now, and I think there's going to be a false flag. A false flag so big that when they come for the Second Amendment, no one's going to contest it. Because they're going to be like, man, that event last week was really fucking bad. That was pretty bad. I think we should just give our guns in. That's the kind of shit that's going to happen. And I think we need to be aware of that. And we need to be at the ready, but not armed. Not yet. I think we need to be at the ready to counter any bullshit that they throw at us. But I don't think we need to be running down the capitals with firearms. Do not give them a reason to take firearms away. All right? This is what I'm trying to get at, is don't give them the reason to take firearms away. All right? Now, here's the upside to the Second Amendment, guys. It's sort of a counter argument to what everyone else is saying. Yes, they are going to go after the Second Amendment hard, but there are a lot of Democrats who love their guns. There are a lot of Democrats who are gun owners. So I don't see the gunfight being passed as fast, but I do see one side of the Democrat aisle going, we're going to put in all of these new laws. We're going to fucking make it rain laws like this, right? And they're going to pass out all these laws. But you're still going to have Democrats that are going to be like, fuck no. And then you're going to have Republicans. So with that, there is going to be a bit of a fight. It's not going to be easy, but they're definitely going to come for them, if that makes sense. All right? That's it, and that goes back to the whole FBI bullshit. I think they're trying to set up a false flag. That's just me. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But the way things are carrying on right now, who knows? They said they're getting all this chatter online. Bullshit, you're getting chatter online. And not for nothing, guys. They had chatter about 9/11 and did dick about it, you know. And now all of a sudden they're concerned. Fuck out of here. These people are making this shit up as they go along. So, the other thing I wanted to talk about is this horrendous vaccine push. So, this horrendous vaccine push, someone said, fuck you, Tom. Listen, guys, I do miss a lot. So, if I'm missing any questions or anything, I'm not at the answering question phase just yet. So try to remember your questions and leave them for the end. As of right now, let me get on with my rant for as long as I can. Anyway, the vaccine push now is insane. I mean, New York City right now, they're opening up Jacob Javits Center and Shea Stadium. Oh, sorry. What is that called? Met Stadium. Another term for it, I forgot. But anyway, I call it Shea Stadium because I'm old school. But they're opening up those two areas for more vaccine, to administer more vaccines. They are going 24 hours now to administer more vaccines. You're administering vaccines for a virus that is like the flu or the cold to the healthy person. If you are old or frail, yes, City Fields, thank you, Mark. If you are frail, old, or have a shit immune system, then maybe you should consider the vaccine. Though I do not implore anybody to get the vaccine. I do not agree with people getting this vaccine yet. I would say ever, but yet, because there's no research. If they do long-term research and then the research winds up being, you know what? We figured all of this stuff out. We got all the kinks out of the vaccines. It's safe to take after, let's say 3-4 years. Fine. Rachel, thank you for the donation. But the vaccine push is insane, especially here in New York, because now all of a sudden they're comparing it to Israel. If I'm not mistaken, there's way more people here in the United States than there is in Israel. So you cannot compare the United States to fucking Israel. they're two different countries and they have two different amount of fucking people. And they're like, look at what Israel's doing. But way less fucking people. I mean, they are administering more a day, to be fair. They are not wasting their vaccines like we are wasting the vaccines here. Now, I'm not a fan of the vaccines, but the fact that they're wasting them is insane. I mean, it's stupid. But they're not administering like they said. So now they're opening up all these large venues to have more people show up to take the vaccines. And people are being turned away because they weren't scheduled to take it. Well, that's not part of the New World Order, guys. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, I didn't get the memo, but the New World Order, they wanted everyone to get vaccinated, right? And I'm not a big New World Order fan, but I've never seen such a push for a vaccine that has a 99.7 survival rate. Guys, the vaccine, the mortality rate for COVID is less than 1%. Less than 1%. And they're pushing it like you're dying tomorrow if you get it. And scaring people into getting COVID. I'm like, fuck it, man. If I get COVID, I get COVID. Guess what? It'll grow fucking hair on my chest. It'll be something else I beat. Right? But scaring people and healthy people into getting a vaccine or being scared of COVID, really? I'm like, listen, if I get COVID, so the fuck be it. I'm not going to die from it. I know that. I'm not going to suffer from it. So I'm not scared of it. It would be like either the cold or the flu to me. So big fucking deal. And I've never had the flu, so I don't know what that's like. But I've known guys that have gotten COVID and had some shit reactions to it. I have to say that, guys. I have to say some people out there have had some bad reactions to COVID. And being that they had some bad reactions to COVID, I guess it scares them. But it's not going to scare me. I don't have a bitch-ass immune system, right? So I'm not worried about it. But if you are worried about it, then yes, you should absolutely take the precautions that are needed. But don't scare everyone else into the bullshit. Don't scare everyone else into fucking taking a vaccine and hiding and fucking social distancing 12 feet apart and shit like that, Be easy with the bullshit. Let those who want to fucking take the vaccine, and let those who don't want to take the vaccine not take the vaccine. But the fact that they're going to make you take the vaccine so you could go see your loved ones in another country is bullshit. The fact that private companies are throwing their hat into the medical arena by telling you that you medically have to take a vaccine, that's bullshit. Private companies should never be doing that. If I missed donations, I'm sorry, guys. Chris William, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Chris Williams, thank you. Thanks again. All right. Someone put Scrappy Cat on. Very good. As a moderator, guys. As a moderator. So, guys, here's the other thing that they're not talking about the vaccine. They're not talking about strengthening your immune system. So I'm going to touch on that real quick, but I'm going to do more in-depth video on it. But it's insane that they're not talking about strengthening your immune system anymore. Because why? They don't want you to go to the fucking... They don't want you to feel better. They don't want you to... They don't want you to feel better. They don't want you to do better. They don't want you to fight off COVID naturally, right? There's something wrong with this whole fucking thing, guys, if you ask me. Something wrong about it. Wesley 0909. If you have any proof of that or an article stating such, can you please email me at angryprepper@gmail.com? Thank you. That sounds very interesting that Biden said he would use FEMA and the National Guards to make people take the vaccine. Making people take the vaccine is a sure way to get a punch in the face. That's all I'm saying. Because, listen, guys, there are people who are going to take it, but if you force people to take it, you're going to fucking meet resistance. So that's a problem. So, back to the strengthening your immune system. Guys, vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin A, copper, folic acid, selenium, and zinc are the vitamins you need to be taking to strengthen your immune system. Vitamin D3 as well, right? And for guys, something called a testosterone booster, whatever that is, you should be taking that as well. Ladies, I would suggest against taking testosterone boosters unless you want to grow a dick or hair on your chest. So stay away from it. But men, testosterone boosters are for you. Now, what you can be taking naturally, guys, honey. You got to find the honey in your local area. Echinacea, very, very good to take. Wow, EDC TV, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Ginger, garlic, ashwagandha, which you can find in pill form, guys. That's a good testosterone booster. Reishi, which is a mushroom. Golden seal, asha root, oregano oil, which is really good for you guys. And elderberry. Elderberry is something that you can definitely take. Thank you, R.D. Franklin. Turmeric, or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it. That's good for you as well. Guys, these are the things you should be taking to strengthen your immune system. Tyler, thank you for the donation. They're not speaking about this anymore. They're not talking about strengthening your immune system. There is something wrong. Something is wrong when they're getting away from you getting tested for the antibodies and you getting tested for, and you strengthening your immune system. They are quieting down on both of those fronts because they want you to take the vaccine. They don't want you to be healthy. There's a problem. Now, the biggest help to your immune system is sleep. Sleep is something that people do not talk about. You need to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You need to get off of your phones, right? You need to get off your phones and shit an hour before you go to bed so that you can wind down. You could take a hot shower to wind down. You could take valerian root. I don't like melatonin myself, but you could take valerian root to wind down as well. You could take ZMA, which has zinc in it, to wind down as well. Guys, boost your immune system naturally and stay away from the garbage, right? Stay away from the vaccine if you possibly can. Obviously, if you have a reason to take it, take it. But if you don't need to take it, do not take it. Yes, thank you, CJ. And a glass of wine is very good for relaxing as well. Warm milk, if you will. I don't know if warm oat milk works the same way, but I know warm regular milk works. Yes, meditation is very good. If you live out in the woods, grounding is very good for relaxing. Right? These are things that they don't talk about because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know for a reason, guys. They don't want you to know because they want you to be reliant on a system that's breaking your body down, that's making you sick, that's telling you you don't need that stuff. You need these pills. And go to your doctor to get a prescription for this, that, and the third. Right? So it's a problem, guys. It's a huge problem. They need to be talking more about it. Now, enough of that. Let's talk about Trump's impeachment. So, Trump was impeached way too fast. Trump was impeached with the speed of light, if you will. And that being said, damn it, I said it again. All right. Scamble, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So, he got impeached really fast without any due process. No investigation. No investigation, pretty much, right? And here they are. They throw him under the bus because they said he incited a riot. So here's the, thank you, no evidence. And here's the problem, guys. Here's the kick in the dick. Because now they're starting to realize this. When I was there, Juan Torres, I don't like D-Live because D-Live has a gamey feel, if you will. And please, I went on there. I had an account. I didn't like the interface, so I jumped off of there. Judy Jackson, thank you for the donation. So, guys, when I was at the rally, before Trump got on stage, people were already walking to the Capitol. When Trump, I'm talking about an hour before Trump got on stage. So around 11 o'clock, Trump was supposed to be on stage to talk. 11 in the morning. Around 11:30 or so, people started making their way to the Capitol. They were making their way to the Capitol before he got on the stage to speak. When he started talking, more people were already making their way to the Capitol when he was on the stage speaking. And then halfway through, more people left. They started making a push into the Capitol, according to the timeline, before he started talking. So if they were making their push before he was starting to talk, actually, sorry, when he started talking, when he started talking, they started making their push into the Capitol. How were they making a push into the Capitol? How did he incite that if they had already started before he even got on stage? So then you can't say he incited the riot if they were already acting a fool before he got on stage to talk. Guys, there's a problem. That they threw him under the bus so fast, that they impeached him so fast with no evidence, no investigation. Now, obviously, it has to go to the Senate, if I'm not mistaken, and they're not going to do much with it. But it doesn't change the fact that they impeached the president with no grounds of impeachment. Zero. All right? And people are like, well, he did incite it. No, he fucking didn't, because I was there. A lot of us were there. 50,000 of us were there. And we saw how it went down. And when I mean we saw how it went down, we saw the fact that he spoke on stage and these guys are already there. All right? So, and guys, there's more proof. You got to look at the videos and you'll see the videos. But Trump being impeached too fast, bullshit. So let's talk about the next thing, Civil War. I think Civil War, guys, is going to be or is a tech war. So I think I was under the impression that, we were going to have pockets of fights. You've seen in my videos months ago. Son off, thank you for the donation. Months ago, I did a video about Civil War. And I talked about how there'll be pockets of fights all over the United States. I think this Civil War is going to be a tech war. And now that I think it's going to be a tech war, it is turning into a tech war. I mean, look what they did to Parler. Look what they're doing to everyone who voted for Trump, who supported Trump. They are getting rid of their Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts. There are people who wrote books. Their book deals are now canceled. People are losing their jobs because they voted for Trump. Forget that they weren't even at the Capitol. They weren't even there. They fired people for supporting him, for wearing a hat, a scarf, putting a little sticker in their car. And people are getting fired. And now, for anyone that you know that has gotten fired because they supported Trump, they need to put a video on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, and share that video so it can be shared. We have to start showing the hypocrisy of the left. That's what we need to start doing. Because God forbid you fired somebody who went to a BLM riot that turned into a death match, you would have fucking lost. You would have been sued for doing such. But now it's okay to fire people for going to a rally or being a Trump supporter. There's a problem. So, I think Civil War is going to be a tech war. And we're going to have to fight them at their own game. Right? I think that's where we're going to have to go. Now, I'm not too tech savvy, obviously, right? Because I'm old. But for you tech savvy people, you definitely should be fighting it or fighting some kind of battle online via tech. Bill Gates. Let's talk about this piece of shit for a second. Cajun. They're Cajun Prepper. Patriot. They are definitely silencing us. We have to beat them at their own game. Whatever. Instagram will shut it down, but that's why I said you have to share the video. You keep sharing it enough and you get fast at it, there's not much they can do about it. The object of the game is to share it as fast as possible. That's how you beat them at their own game. When there's too many, when there's like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 or 10,000 shared videos out there, it frustrates them to no end. And that's what we have to do. Right? So We have to beat them at their own game. Like I said, it frustrates them to no end when you do shit like that. So, let's talk about Bill Gates, the piece of shit that he is. This guy has a smug face. He has a face only a mother wants to punch. I'd want to punch him in the fucking face every time I see him. All right, he is the worst. You know, you want to make his eye, you want to make his fucking glasses contact lenses. You want to punch him so hard in the fucking face. That smug look he has on his face, that look he has like I'm doing some shit and no one has it. No one has any idea. Right? We have an idea, but we don't have the idea of how deep it goes. I think his reach goes really fucking deep. So, guys, he bought up farmland. He is now the biggest, right? The biggest owner of farmland in the United States, stretching across 18 states, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Right, 19 states. Sorry. So he bought farmland across 19 states in the United States. He's buying more and more farmland to do what he likes. Now, Ice Age Farmer did a video on it, and he talked about what he might be doing. Now, I already know what he was doing with the farmland once I saw that he did it. Remember, he has partnership, or he helped build that Impossible Burger bullshit. That is a meatless food. It's like a protein-based food, right? Now, they keep saying that cows and methane and cows fart so much that it's destroying the atmosphere. Go fuck yourself. You have China and India pumping billions of tons of poison into the air every year. And yet, you're going to look at cows? Let's shut down those factories first and see what happens, instead of looking at fucking cows. Red Top, they want us to eat insects. You know what that sounds like to me? For those of you that didn't see a movie called Snowpiercer, that's a post-apocalyptic movie that takes place on a train that goes around the world on a single track. And the elite is at the front of the train, and the poor souls are at the back of the train. And the poor souls at the back of the train eat protein bars. And the protein bars were all made out of bugs, crickets, water bugs, roaches, if you will, sorry, all were eating that stuff, and that was at the back of the train, while the elite, or the mid-level and the elite, were eating meat at the front of the train. Don't know how they were eating meat on the train. Nonetheless, they were eating better at the front of the train. So, this is where they're headed. And the owner of Impossible Meats or Impossible Burger made a statement that the meat industry is done. That they're going to get rid of the meat industry in like 10 years. Good fucking luck, you sack of shit, right? So now, knowing that, guys, we have to continue. First of all, I say boycott the Impossible Burger company. If you're eating it and you like meat, but you're eating that just to change your taste buds, stop buying that shit right now, because you're helping them out. Every time we eat one of those Impossible Burger things and we support that company, you're giving them money and you're empowering them. We can stop empowering them by stop buying that shit. Stop believing their bullshit. Now, if you're a fucking vegan hipster, so be it. Stop buying from them anyway and eat something else. I don't give a fuck what you eat. Tofu, whatever the fuck it is. But stop buying that shit. Stop empowering the enemy. We keep empowering these fucking assholes, and then we turn around and gripe about it going, man, why are they growing so big? Because we keep fucking supporting them. Stop supporting them. It's boycotting. Thank you, K. Smith. Boycott the shit out of them and stop eating their bullshit. Stop going to McDonald's or Burger King and eating those Impossible Burgers there. They're trying to trick you into thinking it's meat. It's not fucking meat. It's not pretending to be meat. It's fucking hipster food. Stop eating it. If you eat hipster food, you grow a vagina, guys. Stop eating the shit. Blue Collar, thank you for the donation. All right, guys? So, that being... Almost said it. So, with that, we need to stop buying their shit. Rock M, thank you for the donation. We need to stop buying their shit, guys. Stop buying the Impossible Burger and stop supporting them. I would say stop supporting Microsoft and go Apple, but what's his name is probably on the same level as Bill Gates. So Tim Cook is probably on a level as what you call it. A McRib is actual meat, but this hipster vegan shit, fuck them. Stop eating it. You know, I mean, I would almost rather eat Spam than eat Impossible meat. I am cursing today. Whoever said, why am I not cursing? I am cursing. I'm just not cursing as much. Uh, Getting the point across. But if you want me to fucking curse, I can. If it makes you happy. I can say fuck, shit, piss all day. But nonetheless, guys, we have to make them pay. Now, more investigation needs to be done as to why Bill Gates bought all of that land. He's doing something bad with it. He isn't doing anything good. Guys, Bill Gates was kicked out of a couple countries in Africa. Do yourself a favor and do the research as to why he was kicked out. You'll see why he was kicked out of a couple countries in Africa because of his fucking bullshit. This guy is the fucking enemy and needs to fucking pay. And when I say needs to pay, he needs to pay monetarily. You got him in the pockets, right? Hit these fucking rich assholes in the dick by hitting him in the pocket. But Dusty Fuller, the land he bought across America is 19 states. He bought farmland, and he is now the biggest farmland owner, right? And I'm pretty sure he did it through a shuttle company, if you will, a shell company, right, under another name. But now he's the biggest owner. Fuck him. You know what? And fuck that dude, and fuck his glasses, and fuck his man-looking wife. And by the way, Angryprepper or Hudson Valley Survival, Prepping and Survival brought it to my attention that the wife wears an upside down cross. I find it very interesting. Beyond Burger. Thank you, Sea of Truth. The name of the product, guys, is called Beyond Burger. Stop buying that shit. And yes, thank you, conservative friends. The ingredients in Beyond Burger or the Impossible Burger shit that makes it taste like meat, the ingredients is more damaging to you than it is regular meat. You have to be aware that these people are trying to fuck us. All right? So, nonetheless, guys, damn it. All right. Bill Gates is the enemy, and like I said, he's pure evil, and he bought that land. Listen, he's not giving it to farmers. He's not making it better for farmers. He's buying all this land, and I think he's buying land from dying farms. That's the other thing. I'm like 1,000% sure he's buying land from dying farms. So, he's going to do something with it, guys. And when you look at the map of the amount of land he bought, it's a giant red flag. It's just a giant red flag. I don't want to beat it to death anymore. I am going to do more research on it over the week to see what more I can pull out of the out of this Bill Gates and land buying shit. But nonetheless, he's a horrible individual. He's a condescending motherfucking prick, and he needs to go. All right, guys. So let's talk about putting your stock in politicians. Now, there's a difference between supporting a politician and putting a stock in them. I never put stock in Trump. I supported Trump. Putting your stock in politicians puts you in a very, very bad place. It puts you in a place of disbelief when they lose the election. It puts you in a place of conspiracy theories when they lose an election. Now, do we believe that Trump lost the election fairly? I don't believe it. I don't think he did. But, being that there was no unequivocal proof, and I said this before, I'm not disappointed. I'm disappointed he lost, but I'm not disappointed in that what happened, if that makes sense. We can't put our stock in politicians, guys. We have to look at politicians. Still win, thank you for the donations. We have to look at politicians as just that, guys. Politicians. People are looking at Biden like the fucking next great hope. People are looking at Kamala Harris as the next female great hope. Right? And how? How are we putting stock in two people that didn't do shit yet? They're not even in office yet, and people are like, they already won. They're already great for this country. How in the fuck are Biden and Harris great for this country when they haven't done shit? Okie Rebel, send me the listen, and when I mean proof, guys, I'm talking about things that a judge could look at and go, you know what, that's questionable. There are questionable shits about the election, yes. But to storm a Capitol over, no, absolutely not. So, guys, Annie, thank you for that. Bill Gates bought 242,000 acres, guys. 242,000 acres of land. That's bad. So, back to putting your stock in them. We should never, moving forward, put our stock in any politician. I don't give a fuck how great they are. I don't give a fuck if they walk on water. Do not put your stock in these people. You want to support them? Fine. You want to agree with some of their policies? Better. But putting your stock in politician is why we ended up where we ended up. It's why people ended up where they ended up. Now, how do I say this? Supporting Trump is still going to get people in trouble. So the fuck be it. I'll get in trouble for supporting him. I don't give a fuck. People ask me all the time, hey, you support Trump? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Even fucking now, I still support him. I'm never going to waver on that, right? But I wanted to see proof. I wanted to see Trump say, this is what I have, and this is what I'm showing you. And he didn't do that. That's what made it look bad. And now it's a little too late for that. And now that My Pillow guy, that fucking asshole, he needs to grab a fucking pillow and go to sleep, that asshole. He's stirring the fucking pot right now with the, we have proof and we're going to unleash it this day and that day. I'm done. I'm done with fucking waiting for anything else. The QAnon group, one of my buddies tried to get me on board with their bullshit. I saw right through that. I wasn't buying into it. I wasn't buying into the bullshit. So you know what? The Q people are they got hoodwinked, right? They got bamboozled, if you will. But no, Peter, I'm going to address the troops in D.C. in a minute. Thank you for bringing that up. Peter Kim, thank you for bringing that up, right? But don't put your stock in politicians, guys. Support your politicians. Back them up. Donate to them. But don't put your stock in them. Do not make them the next great white hope or black hope or whatever the fucking color they are. Don't do it. Support them, but always stand back from them. Because when you're too close to a person, you don't see anything else other than that person. But when you take a step back, man, you're like, all right. Like Trump did a couple things, man, that I did not like. I didn't like. There were a lot of things he did. Not a lot. A few things he did that I didn't like. But I still supported him, right? There was shit that Obama did a lot of shit Obama did I didn't like. But I gave him the respect as a president. We have to give Biden, who I do not fucking like, I still have to give him some respect as a president. As an American citizen, I have to give him that respect, that little bit of respect. I have to give Kamala Harris, that fucking bitch, I have to give her a little bit of respect. But I don't support them. I have to give them respect, right? And that's what we need to do. Now, I already know what these two are going to do. That's why I'm giving them a little bit of respect. Like, if I can get my fingers any closer together without touching, that's the amount of respect they're going to get from me. That's about it. But other than that, I know exactly what they're up to. And Joe Biden is not going to know what they're up to until it's too late, if that makes sense. Yes, Yarnbergs, you're right. It is respect. You know what? Respect is earned, but I don't agree with that 100%. And I'll say why. You respect people when you meet them, right? You don't like meet a person and go, I'm not giving you respect because I don't know you. No, you respect people for being a person. I'm respecting these two for the little bit of humanity they have left in themselves. A little bit. I mean, I can't do it, guys. I can't get my fingers closer together, but if I could, that's what it would be. I respect them for being a person. The only thing they could do right now is prove me wrong, which they're not going to prove me wrong. They're going to prove us right. But I still have to give them that bit of a respect, right? Like, for example, if I ever ran into them in person, I'm not going to spit in their face. I'm not a fucking asshole, right? That's giving them respect because I'm not going to spit in their face. But that doesn't mean I like them. That doesn't mean I'm going to support them. I'm not going to support their every waking moves. I might agree with some shit they might do, but I don't know what that is yet because I don't know. Right? And people are already agreeing with stuff they're going to do, and they don't know what they're going to do. They haven't even laid out a great plan, except for how they're going to keep us masked and how they're going to keep us vaccinated. Those two right there are That's your go-to. That's the first thing you're worried about. Mask and vaccines, and not the financial system of this fucking country, not the homeless people, not the people losing their jobs. You're not gonna fucking bring that up, right? But they want to fucking worry about other bullshit. So whatever, guys. It. I give them a little bit of respect, not a lot, and total disrespect is spitting in their face. Lori, thank you for the Angry Observer. I like that one, Lori. I'm gonna have somebody write that down for me. All right, that's where we have to be as people, guys. We have to be better than the left. Bottom line, I know that. I know some of you people are like, you know what? You're showing them too much respect by showing them that little respect. Grow up. We can't be like the left, guys. The left are fucking insane. Look what the left has done for 4 years. They acted like fucking children every chance they got. We should not be on the same page as, you know what? Well, if the left can act like that, we can act like that too. No, we cannot act like retarded children. We can't. That's out. What we need to act like is fucking men and women of the United States of America. We need to act like responsible adults, guys. You know, we have to be adults about this. And we have to be adults right up until we start fighting. And even then, you still have to be a respectable warrior, if you will, or a respectable combatant, right? You have to stay the course. We cannot become the left. We can't become the immature children and you know, shitting in our hands and rubbing it over a picture of Biden's face. Because the left did that, right? They were wiping shit from themselves on Trump's face. We can't do that. We can never turn into those fucking monkeys. That is my point. It's why I say I give them a little bit of respect. Because if you give them a little bit of respect, guys, you'll never be like the left. That's my point. I hope that makes sense. But you know what? If some of you guys are pissed about that, there's an unsubscribe button somewhere around here. You can unfucking subscribe. You know, we can't be immature fucking children, guys. That's my point, you know? Anyway, guys. Flora writes, what I respect anybody who respects the country and is going to help the country as a whole. And I respect people when I run into them. So if I run into you first time meeting you, I could think you're an asshole or a dick face or whatever it is. I'm still going to respect you until the point where I don't and I punch you in the face, right? And then that's respect's out the window. But nice one, Nisi Tribe. But you're still respecting people. You know, you still got to respect people, good, bad, or indifferent. You still got to give them a little bit of respect. Because if you don't, right? For example, criminals don't respect anyone, right? What do they do to the 85-year-old lady, right? They punch her in the fucking face and they take her purse. Why? Because they have no respect, right? I mean, when criminals, they have zero respect for people. That's why they do what they do to people, because they don't have respect. I have respect for people, whether whether I think they're a dick face or not. I'm going to respect you until I don't. And then once we get into a fist fight, all bets are off, right? But then there's still a level of respect when you're fighting with people, because are you going to cross that line in really hurting them bad or killing them? You're probably not. You're probably going to beat them till they stop moving, and then you're going to leave them alone, but you're not going to kill them. There's levels of respect, guys. Levels. People think that respect is a broad umbrella. It is a broad umbrella. And then depends on how much you cut away. That's when the respect gets smaller, smaller, smaller. But at some point, you still respect people, right? You have to respect life. You have to respect the person. And then at some point, you might stop and go, fuck it. And then you go all in. And you might want to kill them. I'm not saying we kill people. I'm just saying that's what respect is, And thank you. I exactly the unsubscribe button is. Listen, guys, it's not hard to respect people, and it's not hard to disrespect. But I think there's a lot of disrespect going on, because look at the shit we see. Look at the crime going up, especially here in New York, because of the disrespect. There's still a level of respect. If you're not willing to rub shit on someone's face or spit in their face or punch them for no absolute reason, you still have respect. Right? So, like I said, I would still give those two fucking monkeys a little bit of respect. Right? But, anyway, guys, again, don't put your stock in the politicians. Really don't. They're fucking, they're people. They're people too, guys. They'll disappoint you just as bad as a celebrity. Celebrities disappoint people all the time. Look at that guy, Army Hammer, right? Army Hammer. If I'm saying his name right, Armie Hammer, the actor with the whole eating people bullshit. Look at that shit. Right? He probably let down a lot of fucking people. People are people, guys. You can't put your stock in celebrities, and you can't put your stock in politicians. So, guys, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up button, or the thumbs down, whatever gets your dick hard or your nipples hard, ladies. Hit the thumbs up, the thumbs down. It works just the same. It works with the algorithm. It helps with YouTube, I guess. Army Hammer. Thank you. And yes, he had a whole cannibal thing, right? And look at that. He was a fucking, I don't know. I don't even know how the fuck they found that out. I don't want to know. But, and I don't even want to talk about it. So, sorry, guys. Yes, dude, seriously. You could put your stock in God and Jesus. Those are the two. If you are a believer, you could put your stock in those two. But I would definitely not put my stock in politicians. That's all I'm saying, guys. So, my new fuck you party, if you will, or fuck you campaign, I'm back on China. So, guys, before I talk about the troops in D.C., right now, my fuck you Chinese campaign is in full effect. I am banning all Chinese-made movies. They had something called Skyfire that just came on, or Fire Sky, and it's a Chinese-based movie, and fuck them. We should definitely start investigating these movies that are coming out and not watching them, right? I think we should be telling the Chinese people, not the people, but the government, we're no longer interested in their movies. Stop watching any movies that they produce and they release over here. That will hurt them in the pockets. So far, Mulan took a huge beating, which is great, but we need to make them feel it more. They are impeding in our freedom of speech. They're impeding what we see in movies. They are telling movie producers what they don't want to see. Johnny Rico, unfortunately, I'm definitely going to have to ban Top Gun Part 2 because the Chinese invested in that movie. They invest in a movie, guys, which is a lot of them. We're going to have to stop watching them because we need them to understand that fuck them. You're not going to impede in our freedom of speech. No way. I'm starting to see a big problem, and it's making its way into our freedom of speech on social media. It's making its way into the YouTube. Forget about it. If the Chinese government doesn't like certain videos, they want YouTube to delete it. There's a problem, guys. And we need to ban as many movies as we possibly can. Now, guys, switching gears, there are troops in D.C. The what you call it? What are they called? What are those assholes called? North Shore Preparedness, guys, has a live stream on now, so I'll be ending this in a couple minutes. So you can head over to North Shore Preparedness's live stream if you don't mind, and watch him speak. His live stream is a lot smoother than mine. And so if you're amped up after this, watch his live stream to bring you down. So anyway, there are troops in D.C. I think there's something like 1,500 troops in D.C. The Post had an article come out. Not the Post. Shit. I forgot the media source. It was Yahoo News. And they put, what did they put? Scary pictures of troops in D.C. Guys, the troops in D.C. were just chilling. What's going on, TJ Preps? The troops in D.C. were like hanging out. 20,000 troops? Is that right? 20,000 troops in D.C.? 25,000. Thank you, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. 25,000 troops in D.C. All right, so they come out with an article. Mr. Lost, thank you for the donation. Mrs. Lost, thank you for the donation. Sorry, and they're hanging around, guys. They're like, they're on their phones playing games. They got their weapons on the side, and they're just hanging out. And the media is trying to scare people into thinking that the National Guards in D.C. is a horrific scene. I don't know why I said 10,000. I was thinking 25, and I said 1,500. I don't know why the fuck I said it, but anyway, that's a lot, guys. And nonetheless, it should make for an interesting time in D.C. So they are there to stop whatever they think is going to happen. Guys, 25,000 troops in D.C. that's insane. The number's really starting to hit. It's really starting to sink in now. That's a lot. That's more than what's in Afghanistan, right? Or Iraq right now, if I'm not mistaken. Over 20 National Guardsmen are in D.C. I know what you guys told me. I had to double check. That's a lot, guys. Jules, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. That's an ungodly amount of troops in a city. I think that's telling. So are they expecting something big? That's a lot. I mean, 10,000 troops would suffice. Maybe less than that. 5,000 troops. Over 20,000 troops is a lot. But supposedly they're there because something big is supposed to happen on the 20th. At least they think something big is going to happen because of all the intel that the FBI is pushing out, which I think personally is false, if you will. Carla, how am I rude to some of the people in my group that are watching? It's the Angryprepper. It's not the Nice Negro channel. Grow up. Jesus Christ. And a lot of the people who watch and follow me, who know who I am, they take it as me just talking as me. So if I do offend you or you think I'm rude, there is the off button, the X at the top of the screen. You hit that, right? So you blank out of the screen, and then you hit the unsubscribe. There you go. I just walked you through how to unsubscribe to my channel. Anyway, guys, that being almost said it again. If we were having a drinking game right now with me saying that being said, I would definitely be drunk right now. So, because I am a lightweight when it comes to drinking, by the way, guys. I have to tell you that. I'm a lightweight at drinking. So, troops are in D.C. There's 20,000, over 20,000. I don't know what they think is going to happen. And it's National Guardsmen, guys. So I don't know what they think is going to happen. I have no clue what they're expecting. But they are expecting something. At least that's the intel they're getting from the FBI. Here's my message, guys. Just like Southern Prepper 1 said, I think Pinball Preparedness had mentioned it, do not go to the Capitol armed. There is at no time should you ever be at the Capitol armed right now. Like I said before, I said early in the live stream, do not go and give them a reason to take your guns away. Don't. 454 Tiger, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Now it's 30,000 in D.C. All right, listen, guys. That's a lot of troops regardless. There's still more troops in D.C. than there are in Afghanistan, right? But I don't know. Guys, they must be preparing for attack to have that many. And guys, I know a lot of you are saying don't go to the Capitol, but I have to go. You see, here's the story behind. I'm an adrenaline junkie, and I like putting myself in a shitty situation. Do I think it's going to go to gunshots? Listen, if it goes to gunshots, you guys will have front row seats to what's going on. And again, other reporters are going. And if those pussies are going, I could definitely go. Right? I'm not a pussy. At least I don't think I'm a pussy. New Mercy, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks. So, guys, we have to go to, and here's the other reason why I'm going, so that at least from one angle you could see what's going on, and so that the media doesn't try to paint it another story. They don't try to give it another storyline like they did with this whole attack on the Capitol. They spun their own story. Now, you guys saw what you saw, but that was from one angle, to be fair. You saw what you saw from one angle. But from where I was, it was peaceful the entire time I was there, until the Capitol Police started throwing flashbangs and tear gas. But to now see what might happen, I have to go. And if nothing happens, so Randy, do you think it's going to be worse than the 6th? Because if it is, man, you know. And guys, yes, I do have children, but my kids signed up to be my kids when they said, when they came out of the vagina and they were like, oh, look, that's my dad. I'm signing up for whatever he's involved in, That's what, that's what the kids did. And so they know that I do dangerous shit. So why not press the issue? William, I don't know if there's still a curfew. I'll check, but I don't know if there's a curfew going on. But you know what, guys? It'll be fine. I don't think it's going to get that bad. And yes, R.D. Franklin, the 6th wasn't. I mean, the 6th was bad for those who watched it on TV, and for some of us that were there. But it wasn't bad. But listen, it wasn't Trade Center bad. It wasn't 9/11 bad like people are making it sound. But it was bad. Yes, they might block the signal completely this time. And if they block the signal completely this time, I will be filming it on my camera. Right? So I'll take a bunch of SD cards with me, and I'll take a bunch of SD cards with me, and I'll film what I can film, guys. And that's that. And if I don't come back, you know what? It was worth it. It'll be fine. I don't think anything horrendous is going to happen. I think there's going to be some opposition there. That's for sure. But I don't think there's going to be. It's not going to turn into an assholes and elbow kind of moment. At least I don't think so. I hope not. But yes, and I heard that the National Guard are actually armed. And they're not using rubber bullets. So I've been told. So we shall see. But I don't know. And again, like I said, someone Smiles cries at every Capitol, but I don't think so, guys. Rock M, thank you for the donation. Lynn Lovelight, thank you for the donation. Britt, thank you for the donation. Guys, again, thank you for the donation. You don't have to, but I do appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. All right, guys. So, other than that, man, Monty, thank you for the donation. Yes, right. If I avoid AOC, I should be fine. That fucking idiot. God, she's another one. Right, Stingray. Right. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to mention. So someone was using Parler to track the people who were at the Capitol. So here's the problem that I read the other day. David Lee, R.I.P. Angryprepper after D.C. That'll be fine. Or you guys will get cool T-shirts out of it. I don't know. But listen, and the T-shirt it's a fireman joke. So don't have me explain that. But people logged in to the Capitol's building to live stream because the Capitol, like we all know, is dense like marble, stone, and steel. So there's no signal going out of that building. You have to log in to the Capitol's website, web system, sorry. And to do that, guys, you have to log in and hit their term of agreement to log onto their site, their web browser, sorry. And so many people did that, and that's who they're finding out who was in the building, through their phones. So everyone who was in the building is probably going to get arrested. Here is the crazy bullshit about this. They are going after everyone who was in the building, just being in the building. But never mind everyone who looted a store, who was caught on video going into these stores and taking shit out, people who were destroying ATM machines and taking the money out, you're not chasing these people down as hard as they're chasing everyone who was in the Capitol. Now, again, you guys know where I stand with the Capitol, but arresting everybody for going in the Capitol, you're talking possibly 2,000 people inside. You're going to arrest and jail 2,000 people, but you couldn't fucking go after the 10,000 people who were storming stores and saying, this is our reparations? You weren't doing that bullshit? There's a fucking problem, guys. Listen, there's always a fucking problem. But that's a bigger problem. That's a bigger problem that people's stores and livelihood that was damaged. You're not going after those people who destroyed their livelihood, but you're going after people who were in the Capitol, tour guiding. Now, I have to say this, guys. I thought this was funny. It was brought to my attention by a guy at work, but when I saw the video again, I'm like, it's interesting. When people stormed the Capitol, there was a scene where they were going through somebody's hall, and everybody stayed within the rope line, right? So it was roped off, and people were walking in, looking around while they were roped off, instead of, jumping outside and, doing whatever they were going to do. They were letting the rope corral them, which I thought was very interesting for people who were damaging the Capitol, right? Nonetheless, guys, God damn it. All right. That was my last, nonetheless. But I think, listen, guys, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm thinking about it now. Thank you for bringing it up. Someone's talking about blockers. They might not block this one. They might not block it because this is Biden and Harris's inauguration. And so they might want to share it with the world. So I don't think they're going to block this one. The blockers were definitely there for Trump, except for when we were walking the mall to the Capitol, and then it stopped because everybody was spread out, weren't tightly packed together. But once we got to the Capitol, I don't think the blockers were in play. I just think too many people had their phones out, and it just minimized getting the signal out. But I am taking my portable, my wireless device with me, so I should be able to live stream from there. We'll see, but we'll see where that goes. Now, guys, Randy, you're gonna have to email me or call me or some shit, and we could talk about why you think I shouldn't go. But I think this is going to be fun. I am definitely interested in going down this time. Like I said, I just hope my shitty car holds up because listen, guys, I drive a Mercury Mariner, and some of you guys are going to be like, what's a Mariner? Yes, they stopped making those cars. That's how shittily they were made. And it'll be the last trip in that car, like making a long trip. After that, hopefully I'll get something new. We'll see. But, guys, obviously, I'm going alone. Because I'm not bringing anyone with me in case shit goes sideways. Because if shit goes sideways and the person I bring with me doesn't make it or gets hurt or gets arrested, that shit falls on me. No, thank you. I'll go by myself. If I run into somebody down there again, that'll be cool. Heartland Survival. I am taking food this time. Yes. And I'm bringing warmer clothes just in case. So I am packing. I'm packing better this time. I don't think I'm going to bring my gas mask because I think that's a little much. Because I doubt my gas mask is going to stop a bullet if they start shooting. But nonetheless, I'm definitely all in with the inauguration this time around. And listen, I might actually stay in Maryland the night. So I might be staying at a hotel or whatever that night just to. Just so I don't have to drive back 3 hours that same night. I might stay out there from But I am definitely going to make it interesting. Guys, like I said, you could tune in or don't when I'm out there. We'll see. And if I can't live stream from there, I'll live stream from outside. We'll see what happens. But other than that, guys, wow, we've been on an hour and a half. I guess so. I'm going to go off the air. I'm going to go off now. I know it's kind of sudden, but we tackled all the topics that needed to be tackled. Guys, thank you for bringing it to my attention that it was 20,000. Oh, I'm sorry, 25,000 to 30,000 troops and not 1,500. Wow, I was under. I don't know where I got that number from, but thank you for correcting me. I appreciate it. And someone says take the mask. All right, so I'll take the mask and leave it in my bag, just in case. But I will be properly prepared. You guys will see. Other than that, guys, for those of you who had the names of the new channel, give it to me. I'll make a decision, and I will call back Mr. 909 in a second if you're what you call it, Patty Wilson. It'll be all right, guys, and we shall see how this turns out. Other than that, guys, I won't be doing another live stream till I get down there. So I will be doing a couple more videos in between, and I'm going to do my first bug out. Sorry, my bug out videos next week, because this week I'm jam packed with shit. But my bug out series will start next week, not this week. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for the donations. Moderators, thank you for doing what you guys do. Ron, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. And guys, see you in the next one.